Okay, so we are recording. We're going to get started. And we can close this. So we're going to open up Xfoil. We're going to start with this is part one with NACA 0015. Operate the sequence sequence -5, 15 to 1. And that's what our graph is going to look like. That looks good. And so now we're going to put a V of 1,000. Sorry, 1 million. Now we'll have the correct graph, so a sequence. That looks better. And so now we can do sequence plot, a sequence -5, 15 to 1. With that, save it. So it's going to be NACA 0015. Enter, enter. Now let's do a sequence -5, 15 to 1. Those graphs, stop this saving. Now let's open up Excel. I'll open up Excel. Open a new one, browse. All right, we'll do it this way. Open, browse, all files, desktop, school, aerodynamics, programs, Xfoil, Xfoil 6199, NACA 0015, next, finish. First let's get the max. Actually, let's get we want a ratio of CL over CD. So that's just going to be equal to CL divided by CD. Carry that down. Let's get the max. Max of this. Carry it over. And so that's the max with the corresponding, and this is the max, this is the other max. We'll go with that and that. So coefficient of, oh, actually we need the coefficient of lift. We will change this back to no fill. We're looking for the max. Oh, wait. Yep. All right. So we're looking for the maximum coefficient of drag. So max coefficient of drag. Do this like this, and that's going to be this. That's going to be this. And let's get rid of this. All right. So let's see. CD. CD equals this. Angle is 15. C or CL. I'm sorry, this is CL over CD. This equals this. And this is 9. All right. Insert. And we want a scatter chart. Save data. Add. It's going to be CL versus alpha. Select that. Select that. Okay. Okay. insert, select data, add CD versus alpha, alpha, nope, alpha, CD, all right now. Whatever. All right, so there's that one. And close Xfoil, start over again. Xfoil. We're going to do a NACA 2415. Operate the 3 sequence -1. Perfect. Now let's sequence plot -551. Oh shoot. Sequence plot. Sequence plot. Sequence 1. All right, a sequence -5. All right, that's it. Sequence plot. A sequence. Perfect. There we go. PACC. We're going to NACA 2415. 15 to 1. It does graph. And now we're done with that. So PACC, stop that. Alrighty, let's go over here to Excel. Open new one, browse, and 2415. Next, finish. Alright, so max equals max. And the maximum drag. Alright, now let's get the graphs inserted, insert, scatter plot, select data, add, it's going to be CL versus alpha, let's get alpha, let's get CL, and another one, insert, scatter, select data, add CD versus alpha, select our X, select our Y, perfect. I messed something up. That's better. All right, I believe that's everything then. We have our maximum drag coefficient, have a corresponding alpha. Yep, got our maximum coefficient of lift over coefficient of drag, and a corresponding alpha. We need to get a CL versus CD graph. All right, let's put in one more. Insert table. Select data. Edit. CL over CD versus alpha. Select our X. Select our Y. Perfect. Now we can go to the other one and do that. Insert. And select data. Add CL over CD versus alpha. Select. There we go. Stop sharing and stop recording. Okay, so we're going to work on the Clark W part of part 1. So let me get this closed. Open from the beginning. We are going to come to open Xfoil. And before we do that, I want to come over here and search the database for airfoils. Come here to Clark W. We're going to download that. And then we're going to come over to Clark W. We can get rid of the title, get rid of the number above, and then reverse this so that we can go 1 to 0, and then this one goes 0 to 1. And then once that's all formatted correctly, we'll save it. Then we'll come over here to Xfoil, load Clark w.text. We'll get it in here. Then it'll give us a warning even here about when we use pane or par. So we're going to hit pane so we can see it. And we're going to go par. We're going to change the number to 250. Then we're going to change our T to 1. We're going to be done there. And done there. Xfoil, so I'm going to operate. And change it to viscous for Reynolds number 1 times 10 to the 6, so 1 million. Then we're going to start saving it as a file, and we're going to call this Clark W results. Enter again. Now we're going to get the sequence plot. Then now we're going to want the sequence for the alpha changing. So we're going to go from -5 to 15 to the size of 1 degree. Let that plot. And we can now just minimize all this. And then we should have some data popping up. And then we're going to click here, open up our Excel, open, browse, change this to all files, Clark W results, open, and next, finish. And so now we're going to want to make our graphs. So let's come over here to insert, scatter lines, select data, add. We're going to do this CL versus alpha. Select our X, the alpha. select our Y, which will be CL. Okay, okay. Enter another graph, insert, scatter, select data, add, CD versus alpha. Oops, mess that up. Add, CD versus alpha, select our X, select our Y. Okay, okay. Then we need our CL over CD versus alpha, so CL over CD. We're going to hit CL over CD, and we'll drag that all the way down. Start our new table, scatter, and select data, add, so the CL over CD versus alpha. Select our X, which is our alpha. Select our Y, which is our CL over CD. Okay, okay. And now we need our maximums. So let's do max. And this will be the max CD. And then we'll do the max CL over CD. And then the corresponding alphas will be here. So let's hit max just to make it easy for us. We'll do equals max of all of this and drag it through. And so these are going to be it. Yeah, I like to make this one green. And then our corresponding alpha. We'll put over here, this is our maximum CL over CD. Find this corresponding one. And then the corresponding alpha. So the max CD is this. Max CL over CD equals this. Alpha equal, the corresponding alpha is 15 degrees, and the corresponding alpha for CL over CD is 7 degrees. So these are our results. And we're going to stop the recording now. All right, so now we're going to work on part 2. So we're looking for the 3 different Reynolds numbers on the Clark W airfoil. So we're going to open Xfoil. We're going to do load Clark W.text loaded. Then we're going to AR, and 250T will be 1. Done with that, and nothing else. So the first one we're going to do will be in Viscid. So the Reynolds, so will actually be in Viscid mode. You can see the I right there. So we're good as is. We're just going to go ahead and hit PACC. And so we're going to do Clark dub in Viscid. Enter, enter. Now we're going to do sequence. Do the sequence, and then our alpha, or sequence alpha. So a sequence from -5 to 15 to 1, I believe. We'll double check the angle there. -5, 15, 1. Enter. And now I've got some data there. Now we're going to double check it real quick. Clark in Viscid. Let's open it up in Excel. All right. File. Open. Browse. All files. 0.999. Clark in Viscid. Open. Next. Next. Finish. Clear that one. All right, so there's our Viscid stuff. Now we can get our maxes equals max here. Drag her over. It's going to be CL over CD equals CL over CD. And it's going to be an error because our coefficient of drag is 0. And then we will go and make the graphs. So how I do that is I just come over here and hit insert, then plots, scatter, add data, but I'm going to do it so that I have 3 graphs, one for area and viscid, one for laminar, one for turbulent, and then with one for CL, one for CD, one for CL over CD, and then for each graph there'll be 3 lines, one for each of the Reynolds numbers. So we're just going to do that later. Alrighty, so now we can start over again. So let's come down here, close that off. Alright, and Xfoil. I just like to make sure it's all gone. So load Clark w.text, load w.text, loaded, pane, then ppar, then we're going to do into 50 and 1, and that's good. Xfoil, so now we're going to do operate. Now we're going to take this viscous, well, it would be 300,000, be laminar, and then 300,000, yep, that's good. Now I can save it, so KCC, so we're going to do Clark W laminar, and next. Now we're going to do sequence P, then a sequence of -5, 15 to 1. And I didn't do it correctly. We're going to fix that. I'll be right back. Okay, so we fixed it. I just went back and just typed it all back in again. Somewhere I must have made a typo error, but it's here now. Let's see, you can see I did it again. PCC, Inviscid 2, sequence plot, a sequence, -5, 15 to 1. So I did it all again, and it gave us our plots here. And you can come and see it is right there. So we're going to open up another Excel. File, open, browse, all files, Clark Inviscid 2, open, next, finish. Then we can get our maxes here again, and then we'll make the graphs again. Then we can come back to our Xfoil here. And then I'm going to just, now we're just going to close this, open Xfoil again. Then we're going to do load Clark w.text, then pane, then ppar, n is 250, c is 1, enter, oper. We're doing turbulent now, so v will be 1 times 10 to the 6. And now we'll saving, so it's going to be Clark W turb or turbulent, enter. So now it's going to be sequence plot, then a sequence from -5 to 15 to step size of 1. That is now plotted. Now I come here, open a new one, browse, Clark turbulent, open, next, finish. Then again, I'll come back, get the maxes, and then I'll compile it all into a table. There are 3 separate tables, and I'll pause the recording and come back to that. Alright, so now I went through and just put all the tables into one Excel file. So here's my InViscid data, my max, my minimums, my CL or CDs maximums. There's no coefficient of drag because of the InViscid air. Laminar, again, our CL over CD, their max and mins. And then turbulent, CL over CD, max and mins, and corresponding alphas. So we're going to come over to our graph now. We're going to insert. And plot graph, drag it over here, right click, select data, add. This is going to be the CL versus alpha graph. So this is we're going to start with InViscid alpha laminar. Okay. Add. This is going to be laminar. It's going to be turbulent. Axis title, chart title, legend. CL versus alpha. CL. Alpha. And new one, insert. Select data. This is going to be the CD versus alpha. So it's going to be InViscid. Oops. And another. It's going to be laminar. And it's going to be turbulent. Okay, now we're going to add axis title, chart title, legend. And it's going to be CD. And last chart, inserts. And select data. It's going to be InViscid. CL over CD. I don't know how it's going to react to that. I guess it's going to throw zeros. Then next one, laminar. X, Y. Now turbulence. Okay, now title, chart title, legend. CL over CB versus alpha, alpha, CL over CB. All right, so that's our tables and our data for part 2. We're going to stop sharing and move on to part 3. All right, so now we're going to be working on part 3, where we're going to be adding flaps. So we're going to open up Xfoil, that will load in Clark w.text. Then now we're going to go into the geometry menu, so GES, and then flaps. Then we're going to put our hinge at 0.8. We want it to be about 20% of the wing. Then we're going to put it at halfway. So we put in 0.999, or sorry, 999 to get the ratio or percentage. So we want it to be at 50% of the thickness of the wing. And we're doing 20 degrees or 10 degrees down for now. So we're doing plus 10. Now we want to save that. So exec, and then we'll close out of there. And then now we can come into pane. And let me see what I want to change. We're going to change this to par. So we're going to change this to 350. 350 because I tried 250, didn't work, tried 450, didn't work, so 350 and it works. And then now we're going to keep thickness is 1. That's all good. That's all good. Xfoil operates. This is code 1e to the 6 for our Reynolds number. Then now I can go ahead and start saving stuff. EACC, sorry. There we go. And now we're going to call this Clark Dub 10. Enter. Now we're going to sequence plot it, and then a sequence of -5, 15 to 1 degrees. All right, and we're just going to double check it real quick. Clark Dub plots, notepad open, and that's all good. And so now we're going to stop that save and enter w.text. And now I'm going to GDS it and collapse and do the same. So 0.8. Then 999 for the percentage, so 50%. And now we're doing 20 degrees down. And now save it. Got that. Now pane. R. Now N is 350. C is 1. Change nothing else. Operate. And we already have a little double check, so I like to put, yep, we're already in 1 million for our viscosity. Then now we can start saving. It's going to be Clark Dub Lapse 20. And now I can use sequence plot, a sequence of -5, 15 to 1. And I messed something up because I didn't do it. So we're going to try that again. Sequence plot, a sequence, -5, 15 to 1. Alrighty. We're just going to close all this and try again. We're going to delete that because we know that's probably not correct. Close Xfoil, Xfoil, and load Clark w.text. Now GDS flaps 0.8, 999, 0.5, 20 degrees. Oh, freaking crap. flaps, 0.8, 99, 0.5, 20 degrees, exact, dirt, pane, DAR, 350, 1, 1 to the 6th. Now PACC. Now Clark, Doug, Flaps, 20. Sequence plot. A sequence of -5, 15, 1. Perfect. That's better. Alright, so now come over here. See that they're both there. We'll double check this one. Oh, and that looks good. Alright. Come over here to Excel. Open. Browse. All files. This PC. Desktop. School PC. Aerodynamics programs. Xfoil 6.99. And so 10 degrees. Next. Finish. And I'm going to just copy all of this. Copy. And I'm going to come over here to my other 10 degrees. And paste that in here. Then we come and get our save. We'll minimize this. Open up another Excel. Open. Browse. All files. Clark Flaps 20. Next. Finish. And copy all that. Open up this one. Paste that in. Get rid of this. And then now we have our graphs. I already take my plane from part 1 because it's the same Reynolds number, 1 million. So that's already there. Now we just have to do our CL over CD equals CL over CD. Drag that down. CL over CD equals, and drag that down. Our graphs, come over to CL versus alpha, select beta, add, we'll do 10 degrees flaps, X range, come over here to 10 degrees, alpha, CL, next one, this will be 20 degrees flaps, select range, okay, over here, select data, add the degrees flaps, select data, select data, add, this will be 20 degrees flaps, select data, and I come over here, select data, it's going to be 10 degrees flaps. And Add another one. This will be 20 gig. Okay. And I'm going to double check our 10 degrees. All right, and then let me double check the assignment, make sure I didn't need anything else. All right, so we need CL max C and CL CD max. So come back over here. So we need CL max. CD minimum. All right. Yeah. Back over here, and we're gonna do the same thing for all of them. I won't show you that because this recording's too long.